Well, I think there's an opportunity in Brisbane, just in the way that prize money in Queensland is increasing all the time. They've put a lot of money and effort and energy into promoting the carnivals through the Brisbane Racing Club and Racing Queensland. So I felt that there was a window for someone of my age to set up here and I suppose get my foot in the door for what I see as being in sort of 5 to 10 years a really vibrant sort of racing jurisdiction. Yeah, I came back to Sydney and worked for Bjorn Baker for 4.5 years. He's been a big mentor and an influence on me. I had a very close relationship with him, probably a little bit different to when you're just a job for other trainers. Like him and I went everywhere together and I still talk to him every day. So all these years later, so he's been great. I've spent a year with Chris Waller, who's obviously the master trainer of Australia and possibly the world. He covers all bases. He never misses a beat and he just gets things right, and you just see that week in, week out with his runners. And from there I did 2 years working for Kieran Maher as his Sydney assistant foreman. So I ran that stable in Sydney for him. Obviously he's up and back a lot of the time, but COVID made it a bit tricky and we had good success. Coolangatta won the Magic Millions obviously in that time, and we actually won the Gymcrack both years with Enthar and her. So we had a good run, and he was a great man to give you a bit of responsibility and mentor you through what it takes to be a horse trainer. So I'm glad that I've gone out my own and done my own thing, but I've had a lot of help. Well, I'm from rural New Zealand, so Deagon is positively metropolitan compared to what I'm used to. But look, it's a lovely, quiet place to train. There's about 120 horses worked here every day. So it's a lot. It's got a completely different vibe to sort of the Warwick Farms and Randwicks and Rose Hills of Sydney. So it's a lovely spot in that respect. I feel like the horses have done well here, especially the horses I have sort of brought with me have been relaxed and really happy here. So no, it's a great training centre. Obviously with the lesser amount of horses they have, you sort of get free reign of all the facilities, and it's a really good place.
Buffet, also Prenente, and Recall Events right down the outside. It's Jabbar in front, Head Up High. Recall Events rocketing home, but Head Up High. Head Up High beats Recall Events into Jabbar.
But nevertheless, I'm off the mark with a single defined leg, and I'm away, and it's good. He's a nice horse, and you know, he's a stayer, and that's about his level. Hopefully he can win a race in town and that, but no, it's good. I've had good support from people, and I'm just glad to repay that with a winner. Well, I'm just going to potter around with him for a little bit, but I've looked at races like the Lismore Cup, and I think he can win a race in town on a Wednesday, so I'll do my best to find a staying contest that he can be competitive in.
Badusha's running home, weaving through is Bartholomew Diaz. The inside is Parade, and late down the outside is also working home Oceanic Flash. In front though is Cognac, coming through is Bartholomew Diaz. So Bartholomew Diaz dashed up, grabbed the lead, and Bartholomew Diaz has won.
Yeah, it was a good run. He's a horse who wasn't jumping down in Melbourne, and he's still got a few little party tricks that we need to iron out, but he's a happy horse. Archie Alexander sent him up in good order, and the owners OTI want to see him sort of see out his racing days here in Queensland. So he's a very handy horse. The staying races are races he can be competitive in, and I've got him entered in the Caloundra Cup. There's a race that may be a little bit above him, but having said that, you've got to be in it to win it, and he's also in an 1800 metre race on the same day. Yeah, really well. He's improved, and the longer he's been here, he's sort of settled into his surroundings nicely, and I thought his work on Tuesday was the best he's done. So he is hoping he shows the necessary improvement and he can figure in the finish.
At the moment, we've got the 3 Metro race days, which we're very proud of, and want to make sure each of those really stand up from a racing perspective and also a hospitality and social perspective as well. So yeah, my team have done a terrific job in the planning for this year in bringing some new innovations to not only we've changed that race prize money and got the race side of it changing, but also from a hospitality and event experience, there's a full sort of week of things happening here.